Hello, Monster Man here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Part 3 of my Eltharion campaign, where looks like the Dreadfleet wants their faction leader back, but they can't have him because I'm still doing unspeakable things to what's left of his balls in my dungeon. It's just a dungeon. And so they've landed a couple of armies on our coasts, and fortunately they've landed close enough for us to take them on. In fact, they're both marching. I don't know why they did that, but that's fine, because we've got the garrison here as well. So we've got 2 units of Eltharion Reaver archers, and then over here we've got a front line of spearmen, because the enemy army is quite a lot of bombers, actually, just a lot of bomb throwing guys. And while they obviously have a very poor range, they get into range, well, there's going to be some explosions, and I feel it'd be better to blow up my garrison rather than my actual army. I'm fairly sure the garrison don't feel that way, but I don't really have a choice, do they? Over here, the Eltharion Reaver archers are taking out the Zombal pirate gunnery mob. Obviously, their low range does not really help them. It means we can easily outrun them. We do have to be a little bit careful of the scurvy doggos. They could be a bit of a problem. They are slightly faster than us. Not by much, but enough that they could catch us. So with them now heading towards us, we're going to head back to the safety of our own line. We now have the Skyhawks here now. These guys have penetrating projectiles, don't we all? And of course the Lothern Sea Guards, and we've just got a lot of archers, really. It's a lot of high elves. They have bows, don't they? A lot of bows. These actually have like missile. Well, they do have extra powder now, thanks to us interrogating Count Noxidus's balls, and that's going to come in helpful, because as long as they have more than 80% ammunition, they do a lot more damage. So that's fun. We're just going to send the Skyhawks to engage, actually just melee engage these scurvy dogs, because backed up by 2 units of Eltharion Reaver archers, we should be able to put them down fairly easily, especially seeing as they don't seem to want to charge. They're just going to get hit by us. There we go. And of course their melee defense is pretty trash, backed up by the Skyhawks there, who are pretty good in melee combat. The bombers advancing on our line, and there is Cavill taking a few shots, but he doesn't care because he's manly. He's manly. He can tank bullets with his face, can't you, buddy? He looks happy about that, so that's good. We have a second wave of enemies also incoming. More bombers. We also have the fatties, bloated corpses, 3 of the big uns. Look at them scurrying towards us. Well, lumbering, I guess. But we're already, yes, because we outranged them, you can see we're just picking apart these gunnery mob very, very easily, going down very quickly. Henry taking a few bombs to the face. He's okay though, he'll tank that. And these scurvy dogs being torn apart, and they've got nowhere to run. And also they wouldn't run because they're undead, so they'd just crumble instead. Henry's actually taking a lot of damage here, and I have to be a little bit careful. Fortunately, he does have his potion of toughness, so he can swig that and replenish some of his health points, because we need him to go over and hug the big fatty nerds. Come on, big boys. You know you want to give Cavill a hug. Actually taking some arrows there. Ooh, down goes one. That's going to do a little bit of damage to the others, but they don't do a lot of damage to single target entities, which is why we send Cavill in for a hug. You're right, buddy. It's alright. You can have a shower afterwards. How about that? Yeah, he's alright. Not much left of the first wave, and we are reforming our lines because here comes a second wave. Not much left. The Vampire Fleet Admiral is getting quite a lot of arrows directly in the face and knee and ankle, and we're going to stick him in a prison, and we can also then interrogate his balls too. Gonna... There we go. Perfect. Toodle pip. That's a lot of arrows. We'll have to take them out before we do the interrogation. Maybe. Maybe just leave them in. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we could water torture it, but it's a vampire, so probably wouldn't really affect them. Plus, you know, a vampire, they're probably used to that kind of thing. Anyway, gunnery mob there. They've got a few kills, but mostly on the garrison spear line, which, you know, I don't care about. And the Eltharion Reaver archers then slamming into that line. And, yeah, they're dying pretty fast. They cast Aspect of Dread on them momentarily, which then, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, well. Okay, so just the reinforcements left. Another Vampire Fleet Admiral. Oh, of course, the ones with pistols are ladies, aren't they? So I guess there won't be any ball torture there. So the one with pole arms that are the boys. Okay, a little flaming vortex there is chewing up those gunnery mob. That's very nice. He's been set on fire. Henry's had a bit of a bad battle, hasn't he? He's been shot, he's been exploded, he's been on fire. Fairly sure I don't pay him enough, but yeah, it's alright. Lots of missile fire coming in there, and maybe we can get a cheeky amber spear off. Yes, lovely, and that's going to be enough to break the army, and everyone crumbles away. That was actually pretty good. Let's execute them. And we've got Charlie the Porous. I mean, that's a name, isn't it? Charlie the Porous. Tell you what, let's indoctrinate you.
The only worth they have.
Well, I mean, maybe. What else do we have? Yvresse Defense level 1. Ruined Mistwalker Command Posts. Oh, allows recruitment of Mistwalker units in local region. That could be quite useful. So let's grab that one. Yes. Also, are we actually making any money from those guys? Are we? Asking the real questions here. I assume so. Lorna, I need to give you a new name, and I'm going to. But first, let us go with Bowmaster. And what do you actually do? Oh, you're flammable. That's right, I remember. Okay, you're now Anas. Good. Okay, you're not Anastasia Steele. Good. For our very own Christian Grey.
Prince Eltharion.
That's the one. I don't think we can... See, this is the problem. We don't really have the money to sort of expand. That's why I keep thinking maybe I should just pull back. Maybe I should just do it. Rip off the plaster. Just pull out of the Badlands and concentrate my forces here. But then there's not... I mean, I guess I could take the Shrine of Azurion. But what else would I do? I just need money. I need mo money. God, Eltharion, just chill the fuck out, mate. Non-aggression pact. Like, just calm the fuck down. You don't have to be so broody all the time.
Is far more than you deserve.
Hello would have been fine. I mean, I'm not going to pay you for a non-aggression pact. Also, Grimgor does seem to be right on the border there. Yep, they've confederated once again. That's a problem. Christ, just let yourself, you know, failure is not the end of the world. Just, it's okay. You can fail sometimes. It's all right. Did we get the Mistwalker? We unlocked the Mistwalker building. Do we have the Mistwalker building? Is it this one? Is this the Mistwalker building? Hang on, come out of there. Let's get back into the prison-y bit. So what does this do? Unlocks the Mistwalker building chain, allowing the recruitment of Mistwalker units in local region. Okay. Maybe it's the little settlements? Uh-huh. That's Lothern Sea Guard, Lothern Sea... Ah, there we go. Mistwater Sanctum. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Because you can't build it in the main one then. No, just the little ones. Okay. That's fine. No worries. We got it. We got it. I mean, can't you just do this? I mean, we could get some Knights of Torgaval, but we just don't have the money. I'm tempted to go and try and clear out the Shrine of Eltharion, but I'm not 100% sure how well that would go. Especially with the half a stack we have. If we had a full stack, we might maybe be able to do it. I mean, maybe we could lure them into an ambush and then do it. You do not like me.
The Phoenix Throne will hear your plea.
Uh-huh. Military access?
A wise course.
Thank you. You don't like me because you're at war with those guys, and you're at war with all of them. You're at war with that. Right, okay. So there's a little bit of there's a little bit of fisticuffs going on, isn't there? A little bit. The Dark Elves seem to be doing okay for themselves. I don't really know what to do. I'm just going to pop you in there, and that should be fine. Does the battle... I don't think the battle happens in the Mortal Empires. It's just the... Is it like 100 turns and then you have to fight Grom? But I don't think you have to do it in this. You just get better defences? Maybe? Who knows? I wonder if we could...
Never.
We don't have the recruitment of any agents, but we do have... See if we can get sick. I mean, look at this. We could get Gendalfa. Definitely not any. It's good. Tax rate faction wise 10%. Holy fuck. You see, I think all lords should have traits like that because that makes it actually hard to pick between them. Currently, it's like, well, do I want the guy which has slightly better combat skills or do I want the guy who has a slightly better leadership? Who cares really? It's semantics at the end of the day. Me has been conquered. Invocation of Eltharion. Eltharion has gained a rank. Wow, you are such a downer.
Fang sword ready.
Oh, I think we're going to have to pull out. I don't think there's any point staying here.
Hesitation is unacceptable.
Yeah, we're leaving. Will mean we lose 400 monies, but
Master of magic.
I think that's worth it, to be honest. I mean, we can always disband some units.
Brook no failure.
I mean, the Arcane Phoenix is bloody 500. Right, so I'm going to knock that down. It's just... There's just no point doing it. I don't have the resources to fight on two fronts. I don't have the resources to expand it in the Badlands.
How will you aid?
Military access. I will. Yes. I don't have the money to expand. And I don't have the money to expand in Ulth 1 either. So basically, I need to focus my efforts.
Countless foes lie over.
We'll come back later on. Oh, a Lawmaster's cloak.
It is said that the goddess Ladriel watches over all Aser that enter the mists.
Oh, go on, piss off.
Done,
What did I just say? Go on, piss off. Well done, what? No! Bugger off.
Student of Teclis.
Right. Oh, that one? More campaign movement range. Lovely. Very nice. Oh, God. Put a sock in it. This will give us a little bit of extra cash. So let's do that. Let's get the marble. And let's upgrade you as well. Because that's even more growth. Which is excellent. Let's get the light cavalry barding. We need all the embassy for this, but then we can get the marble stores. That's minus 10% construction costs across the board. I didn't think you could grab thingies when you were marching. But, just Christ, mates. Get a therapist.
Knowledge is power.
Chaos stirs. Oh, good.
The Grim Prince.
Why can't you be the happy prince? Bet you get invited to more parties that way. More weapon strength? I don't... Let's go with Foe Seeker.
Weaver of spells.
Let's upgrade the Shrine of Loek, because I would like defences there. It is the closest to... Oh look, Charlie's back.
Trained by the White Tower. Magic in purest form.
Tell you what, you come down here.
True
That's it.
magic.
Hop in there.
Duty is purpose.
Got to be a little bit careful, because I suspect they probably know we're here. I mean, I think they can see all the surrounding ocean anyway, so they can probably see us. But also maybe the AI is just, you know,
The people are ready.
bloody psychic. Who knows? Grimgor's going to be a big lad.
Prince Eltharion.
Okay, sail over here. At least we can see where you are.
I bring Azurion's fire.
Let's do a little ambush there, see if we can lure him in. Because that's going to give us more money and public order, which is, you know, both good. Isn't there a... Oh, I think it's in... I was like, wasn't there a gold mine on this? I think it's in Mortal Empires as a gold mine on the coast of Ulthuan, but I think in Mortal Empires it doesn't exist. Shame. I could really do with a gold mine.
Show no weakness.
Oof, take a little bit of attrition, but that's okay. Uh-oh, where's Charlie? Where's Charlie?
No glory.
Charlie's around here somewhere.
Service.
He's here somewhere. I know you're hanging around, Charlie. Where have you gone? I want to try and retake the Shrine of try and retake the Shrine of Azurion, because that will then calm down the situation where Ulthuan is currently tearing itself apart, and that's not going to help when the Dark Elves turn up. Did I leave the Chaos Invasion on Legendary? I think I probably did. Ah, there's Charlie. Okay, the Sword of Cain has been claimed. That is probably bad news.
My life for Tor.
Okay, you head for this, because that is vaguely safe.
Trained by the White Tower.
Wow, you just have a lot of bombers, don't you? You've just gone really bomber mad.
Master Mage.
I'm not sure it's the right move for you, but, you know, fair play.
Magic in purest form.
Do we...
No! I'm surrounded by fools!
Let's see if they want to land at the Shrine of Loek. Because there's no defences there at the moment, and as long as they don't spot us, it's a tasty target. What's this? Archers, or... I don't know why I'd want to upgrade you to Spearmen. I could upgrade you to Silver and Guards. It's 500, and then they do cost more. But Silver and Guard are redonkulously tanky. How much need I need an archive for that? I would like an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower.
Our traditions make us strong.
Uh-huh. Wait, where do I get an Eagle Claw? I thought it was from the max... What the f... Oh, I need a forge. I need a forge. That's what I need. I need a forge. Come on. Come on, Porous. That's exactly what I wanted you to do, so thank you. I felt like taking out the bats is probably the best first move here. Because the bats are going to get all up in our face, flapping around, just be obnoxious. So let's put a stop to that. They are going to get in amongst our archers, but then our spears can turn around and engage. And then they just have a shit ton of bomb. I mean, look at all these bombers. Yikes. I mean, really? It seems like too many. Oh, a little amber spear there. Ooh, carving through. And, you know, people ask me, what's about... Why do you say amber spear is the best spell in the game? Because 69 kills. Nice. And that's just single cast. It's dirt cheap. It costs significantly less than a Vortex spell. It does a lot of damage if you cast it in the right place. And it looks cool. Alright, so that's why Amber Spear is the best spell in the game. Bar none. Plus, in Shadow of the Horned Rat, which was a very old... It was like the first Warhammer game, I think. It was it was like playing a Dogs of War game, basically. You went from place to place doing missions, and you had some sort of leeway in what you could pick, and you had different units, and the units were unique. And like the first wizard you came across was an Amber Wizard, and he was always free. Nice. He just wanted to join you to fight the Skaven, and so he was always free to take in a battle. So you always took him, because why the fuck wouldn't you? All the other guys cost money, and the game was like fucking brutally hard and really broken as well. Like, artillery was ridiculously powerful, and yeah. But the Amber Wizards, he had a few spells. He had Flock of Doom, which was pretty good, and he had Amber Spear. And Flock of Doom was good at killing the big units, but to be honest, artillery could kill big units. That wasn't the problem. Killing the single entities, that was the issue. Things like rat ogres, which were just single entities. They weren't units of rat ogres, they were just the one rat ogre. And you could just spam Amber Spear, and they would just sort of, it would just like, you know, like a heat-seeking missile would fly towards them. Oh, 281 kills. And then eventually they would just go flat, because it was a sprite-based game. So you had like the sprite, and the sprite would just change to one that was just a complete flat pancake on the ground, and you just hear this "ee," and that was it. It was just dead. And so you just spammed Amber Spear at anything that was big, and your artillery took care of everything else, and that was how you won the game, basically. And you can't tell me that's not cool. That is so cool. Amber Spear is just a great spell. 306 kills. So I mean, it's just a great little spell that you can't, you know, it's just good. It's just good. I mean, it does help that the defensive AI on ambush battles is completely fucked, and doesn't seem to realise that we can outrange them. So I guess we'll just sit here and shoot them to pieces, seeing as we have like all the archers in the fucking world. Because why not? We've got our garrison forces hiding in the trees as well, so they're picking off the flank. We've got the Reaver archers on this flank, and it's just a turkey shoot. This army is not going to be an issue to deal with. Yeah, that's such a cool spell. 356 kills. It's just, you know, we've just been spamming that the entire battle, and you can do a lot of damage with that spell. Genuinely pretty legit. I mean, obviously, you know, vortexes can do a huge amount of damage, but they tend to like drain most of your winds of magic if you use them like that. You know, they cost upwards of 20 winds of magic. An upgraded Amber Spear is like 12, I want to say, winds of magic. And you can easily get 100 kills with an Amber Spear. Maybe more if you cast them into a dense pack. It's just good. Trust me on this. Best spell in the game. I mean, I guess this is just talk amongst yourselves time. How much damage is this Flock of Doom going to... Oh, you know what? Flock of Doom is doing a fair chunk of damage. That was just a box... That wasn't an overcast one either. That was just a box standard one. Flock of Doom, it's easily resisted, but it's like a kind of weak Final Transmutation, and Final Transmutation can do a shit ton of damage if you use it on in the right place. And plus, you can use it in places where you can't use Vortex spells. You know, if your units are intermingled with the enemy, it's very dangerous to use spells on it, but Final Transmutation and Flock of Doom only target enemy units, so you can just use it in a big blob, and it'll only kill the enemy units, which is really useful. We're going to send Cavalry to engage this gunnery white over here. Meanwhile, the rest of the enemy army is just being sprinkled liberally with arrows and amber spears, of course. 400 kills. Yeah, I mean, you can tell where the amber spear is from all the bodies littering the ground behind the enemy army. To be honest, it's better if you can get amber spear along the flank. So if we could put our archmage on like a horse or something, get around the flank, and then do amber spears that way, that's quite good. Doing it into a big blob is quite good as well because it just hits everything in a line. It'd be nice if you had a bit more control over spells like amber spear, you know, fireball and the light one, the bolt spells basically. If you had a bit more control over them, I'd like that. You know, you could cast it in a direction rather than at something. But still, you know, it's fine. Amber Spear, best spell in the game. Just, there we go. Just how it is. Can't deny it. Evidenced. There we go. Bold, indeed. And we've got a Trace and Scout as well. There we go. Anastasia's level 10. Jeez, she's leveling up very quickly. I mean, I guess she's been doing more fighting. Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, that's a lot of big uns. So I think Eltharion probably would have been wiped out by that. You're going to be offering... Oh, you're going to offer 600 gold for a non-aggression pact, which I wasn't going to attack you anyway, in which case that's fine. I mean, the fact you're surrounded by orcs now could be a bit of an issue for you. Hello there, my little friend. Shall we... Does that stack? Would we steal 10% then? Because I would like to steal 10%, but I don't know if it does stack. Ah, fuck it.
Break them by any means.
Worst case, we don't get as much money.
I'm surrounded by fools.
Yeah, well, see, it doesn't. Now, if I have a look at my money here, does it come in as taxes? I guess maybe. I mean, taxes is one. So, how much money are we making here? 1666. So it doesn't look like it's working because that's as much tax as I'm making. Trade is 966, which suggests then that the 5% income doesn't seem to actually work. Unless I'm missing something. Could be wrong. Right, what do I want to do here? So, upkeep for Phoenix Guards. Okay. Keep for Swordmasters of Hoeth. Okay. Dragon Princes. Fine. White Lions of Trace. Okay. Spin Rangers and Archers. I mean, that's fairly generic. Ooh. Get Chain Lightning. That's an option. You know what? I'm just going to go, let's cast Lightning, because that gives you 2 Vortex spells to use, which makes you fucking terrifying. I wouldn't want to face her. Cavill gets to be a wound maker.
Prince
Right.
Eltharion.
Let's bring you home, Eltharion. You've been away for a while. We did lose our little foothold, but that's okay. We can get that back later. Let's do that, and let's get a wall, because I wonder if you're... I mean, you keep sending armies at me, and so far things have not gone your way. But apparently it's just... I mean, you really... I mean, one, you're in prison, so no. But also, you don't seem to be doing particularly well. I would just maybe throw in the towel if I were you, but, you know, you do you, mate. If you want to keep throwing stacks at me, that's fine by me.
No glory, only service.
Okay, let's bring...
Shaper of Fates.
Is it wrong that I kind of prefer Anastasia over Eltharion? I feel like she's got a bit of character now, and I quite like that. I like making normal lords... I want to have a normal lord and make them more specialised and really feel like they're unique.
The defense of Yvresse.
Hello, Belladonna. Trade agreement. I will take your trade agreement because I want the money. In fact, I need the money. So show me the money.
That is forbidden.
God, you really are just
Master of magic.
throwing it at you. Throwing it at us. I don't like it. Are you actually... Who are you guys at war with?
Excellent torture devices.
Are
Would
you?
you care to see them?
Maybe we can compare. Honest to God.
De Leon.
Right. Who likes me? You like me. You like me. Stalia.
Deliver your message. Absolutely not.
God, I hope they change the diplomacy in Warhammer 3. Like, there's no reason we shouldn't have... Like, we're both goodies. Well-ish. And, you know, I've got no reason to, you know, invade you. You've got no reason. So why would you not take it? Why would you not take a non-aggression pact? Especially because our relations are neutral.
State your case quickly.
Ah, are you going to... Yeah, I thought that might happen. No worries.
Archmage.
We can do this.
Prince Eltharion.
We can see where you're going. You have left, which means you're probably on the way.
Duty is
So let's meander down here.
do not be
Lay a little ambush. I think I'm gonna do that. I think that just makes more sense, to be honest. Although they might not attack it now. They might decide to go, oh no, they are heading this direction. And they're marching as well. Well, I mean sailing very fast, because, you know, they're in a boat. You can march in a boat, but it's fairly pointless. But far be it from me to tell you what to do.
Fang sword ready.
Okay, now because you are marching,
Magic
you
influence
can't run away or sailing fast.
toward power.
Remove this threat.
So we can bop you. And I'm going to send Eltharion to do it because he needs the experience. A Pyrrhic victory. Oh, you're starting to send a lot of these. Now, these hand cannons are very nasty. If they get in range, you can wave goodbye to pretty much everything, really. So apparently Dreadfleet likes bats, they like bombs, and they like hand cannons, which is fine because all of those units can be outranged. Some bats trying to flank around us over here, but we've kind of, I won't say we've corner camped because we haven't. We've just at our deployment zone, and this map isn't that wide. So we've got a magic burb is currently trying to eat the fell bats. We've got some fell bats engaging the rangers down there, which is a bad move for them because they're going to get torn to shreds. And the enemy units are now moving into range or archers. Hand cannons are nasty. They do a lot of damage. We're moving Eltharion and Caval out to engage. And some of the bats actually kind of try and engage the Eltharion Reaver archers. They shouldn't do a huge amount of damage. Bombs trying to move into range. And again, these hand cannons can be very nasty. Especially, you know, I've kind of forgotten just how much damage they tend to do to characters. And I do remember, I think I had like 3 units concentrated on firing on Cetra on his War Sphinx as he advanced. And I think I killed him before he reached us. So, you know, probably best not to charge characters or anything at them. To be honest. Just kill them with range or get around behind them. Take them out that way. That's the better option. You see the hand cannons getting some shots off on the spearmen. Unfortunately, we are shielded. But still, they're going to do quite a lot of damage to that. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. See? See, are they? And yeah, Eltharion's currently getting shot to pieces by the hand. Yeah, maybe move faster. I'm pretty sure that arrow in your back is an enemy arrow. I'm fairly sure I've seen some zombies with those. Almost certainly sure. Anastasia getting a Bernie thing in there because he was taking way too much damage. So we need to finish off these hand cannons and deal with this Fleet Admiral. The Admiral is taking pot shots at us. I'm trying to get Caval over here to help as well. Eltharion is quite low on hit points. And those hand cannons are not engaged, but they are taking a lot of fire from my arrows. Get him, Eltharion. Get her. There we go. In combat. Locked down by the Warden's Cage. Taking damage. Caval's incoming as well. Eltharion is beating that vampire into a pulp. Get him, boys. Sorry, get her, boys. Ah, another one for the torture chamber. I mean, assuming we put the head back on first. Occupational hazard. I mean, come on, guys. As long as he keeps sending over these... I mean, okay, Eltharion took a little bit of damage there, but maybe it'll cheer him up. Maybe.
Prince Eltharion.
Probably not. All right, well, let's...
Make land.
Yeah, you make lands, and you go and grab whatever this is. What is it? Anything good? That one.
Row at you.
Does that, by any chance, like, stack? Mist of Yvresse, Creeping Corruption. Is it on the army? No, it just refreshed the number of turns. Never mind. It's worth a shot. Worth a little punt, wasn't it? I'm going to upgrade you.
Bring down the canvas. The Grim Prince.
That's what we're going to do. All right. And now we've got 2 people in prison. So, can I actually execute you? Wound them if they're legendary. Okay, well, we'll execute you.
Mercy is mere vanity.
Well, yes. What's this do? Training grounds, unit capacity for those guys, which is fine. Melee attack and defense for Mistwalker units is quite nice. More influence a turn is quite nice. What do we think? I think those guys are better. So let's do that. Let's do that. And Leadriel's blessing is increasing. Look at this. Good, good. Glad to hear it. Got Talisman of Hoeth. We've got the Helm of Yvresse. I don't think I've ever actually done these quests. I don't think I did them the last time I tried it. Wow, enemy siege holdout time -4. Yikes. Yeesh. When do you get Storm of Blades? Level 12. Okay, we'll just go with Bowmaster for the moment. Just go with... Well, yes. Sure. I kind of want to give... Okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to take them. And Cavill.
Vengeance calls me.
Magic in purest
Anastasia is basically going to be the defense force. And Eltharion is going to go out on the attack. And I'm wondering if maybe...
Once you die, your body shall be another husk.
I guess as long as they keep throwing shit at us, we can just keep locking people up and getting the supplies, so it's not the worst thing.
The winds were with us.
Is it? I just don't want to have to keep defending my coastline. I mean, locking him up was a good shout. So we've already got the... Do we keep it then?
I have served the vampire.
Do we keep that as long as... As long as we don't interrogate another one? Or do we lose it when we get rid of him? I get the feeling we lose it when we get rid of him, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh well, never mind. Will we be able to stop the endless attacks from Galleon's graveyard, or will we just have to sail over there and put a stop to it ourselves? I'm starting to think it might be the latter. On the other hand, it's a constant supply of prisoners to torture in our dungeon. I guess that's good, isn't it? Maybe? Well, I guess we'll find out next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.